With you.
Don't expect anything less than the #1 rated Caribbean show. Caribbean vibration. Caribbean vibration. Caribbean vibration. Caribbean vibration.
Hi everyone, you're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, TV's #1 Caribbean show. I'm your host Karen Warner, and today we're getting our beauty on at the 2013 Toronto Hair and Beauty Show. Here's some scenes, check it out.
I decided to start this show. Well, actually, it was by chance, by accident. In 2002, I decided to go natural, stop processing my hair, and it wasn't because I was on any spiritual journey or trying to find myself, or it was just something I just chose to do. So I asked my brother to cut all my hair off for me, and he said, "Are you sure?" And I said yes, and I did the big chop, as they would call it now. So a year later, I decided to mark the anniversary of me not processing my hair. And I did that by having a little meetup group, having a show called, or an event called the Nappy Hair Fair with about 80 women and men. And there was 2 vendors, 2 workshop facilitators. Everyone that came enjoyed it and said that I should go bigger with this. And that was the birth of the Toronto Natural Hair and Beauty Show.
Well, we always wanted to expand it to 2 days. But we decided that this would be the time to do it. We knew we had the support, but we wanted to take it in stages. So we decided, instead of 2 full show days, we decided to do two days where one of them is a full education day, because based on the feedback, a lot of people love the workshops, but they didn't get enough time in the workshops because they want to see the show, they want to shop. So we decided to do 1 day of education, no vendors, and then the next day would be the full show day. And you know, I feel that it was a success. A lot of the workshop presentations were full. We had 14 workshop presentations for Saturday and 12 on the Sunday. And I think that's the most we've ever had on a Sunday show, which is a full show day. So which means people were interested, people want to help spread the education, and people do come to get educated.
It's great that we have women that process their hair or perm their hair that come to this event. This is a judgment-free zone, and we always tell people that when we're promoting that, please feel free to come to this event. We're not going to be looking down at you or anything like that. And I think they enjoy coming to it too, especially the atmosphere. The vibe is always a really nice vibe. And yeah, and they learn a lot also from the workshops themselves. And a lot of people have come to this event with a relaxer in their hair and have, within a matter of days, decided to return natural.
I mean, pretty much like, yeah, so when I came in 2004, which was the second year. I wasn't natural, and I went to a workshop that literally scared the relaxer right out of me. Walked to a barber shop and had them shave it off. So I started my natural lifestyle, I guess, in 2004, and then never went back, never regretted it. And one thing I think we also want people to know, that even though it's a judgment-free zone, that we're not saying that you have to be natural, that it's an option. Women can do whatever they like with their hair, and we embrace it either way, but we also want them to understand that being natural doesn't mean that it's a challenge. Being natural is just a part of us, and that you see all the different things that you can do being natural. So even if you choose to continue to relax your hair, that's fine too, because I still think it's beautiful, but look what you can do with your own hair in its natural state, because a lot of women don't know how to do that. When women go to get their hair relaxed, it's a rite of passage with their family. When they turn a certain age, go to the salon, throw on a creamy crack, and we good, right? And they're never taught how to deal with it. So now this shows them, this is how you deal with it. This is what you need to do. So I think that a lot of women who are not natural, they come and they enjoy it because they see, that there's no judgment, that everybody accepts them, and it's a networking because they can learn exactly what they need to do.
vibration, Caribbean vibration.
Well, the JN Foundation started in 1990, and the JN Foundation is a charitable arm of the JN Group of companies. So we're funded by the profits from the group. Our main purpose is to support the development of Jamaica through economic empowerment and sustainability programs. So a lot of the work that we do is based around supporting organizations that have come up with solutions to many of the developmental issues that occur in Jamaica or exist. We have some great programs. We have, for example, a project called Resolution Project, which is a photo advocacy project that is done by rural high school students across Jamaica. It's about giving them the skills in photography taking and advocacy. It's really about them resolving to make a change. So resolution is obviously, there's a pun there. Really interesting program. We have an exhibition, a permanent exhibition at the Norman Manley Airport and at Sangsters International Airport. Another interesting project that we have is the Source Community Resource Center. We started this in 2007, and really what we looked to do was develop a social enterprise to bring access to technology and facilities to underserved communities. So social enterprises are obviously for-profit with not-for-profit aims businesses. We developed the first one in Augustown, just outside UWI, which is a garrison community. And then we've done 5 more. The most recent one is Savannah Lamond. From doing the source, we recognized that there was a real gap in social enterprises and the infrastructure that exists for the sector. There were no financial services, business services, there's no legislative framework for the sector. So we then developed a project called the Social Enterprise Boost Initiative. We've partnered with the US Agency for International Development to really boost the social enterprise sector, to show it as a real viable solution to a lot of the triple bottom line issues, that is economic, social and environmental issues, but again, in a sustainable way. So that's another interesting project that we're doing. We have a member advisory council. Now, JN has a network of branches all over Jamaica, and we are a mutual organization, which means that we are owned by our members. Anybody who has an account at JN is an owner. And what we do is we put resources in the branches that members can decide how those resources are spent for development in their communities. It's the whole idea of state versus federal, that they know better what their community needs than we do at corporate office in Kingston. So that gives them a sense of ownership within the organization, that gives them a sense of responsibility, and that allows them to become decision makers. So I Support Jamaica is a crowdfunding platform that allows people anywhere in the world to either give to a project in Jamaica or to lend to a micro-entrepreneur. And the interesting thing is, if you lend to a micro-entrepreneur, when the loan is repaid, you can get that back and hopefully on-lend it. So you could use $50, $100, lend it, get it back, lend it again. With one investment, that money just keeps working and working for the development of Jamaica. It's a really interesting project. We have some great projects on there. We have projects around environmental sustainability, community development, groups with disabilities, gender-based groups. Really interesting projects on there. And next month we're going to go live with the lend components. So again, that's about entrepreneurs getting access to capital. It's about supporting the tech industry, the apps. Jamaica is on a big move now to really support animation and technology, and this will allow those individuals to access financing.
Caribbean vibration, Caribbean vibration.
Rest for Caribbean Vibrations TV. We are outside the Sound Academy for the first annual Redemption Reggae Music Festival. There's a whole slew of artists inside. It's Taurus Riley, Morgan Heritage, Barris Hammond. Place is packed. Everyone's excited. I don't know what to expect, but man, am I excited. Let's go check this out.
Thank you very much, Toronto. I love
going on, everybody? We had a special guest at Redemption, and he goes by the name of
Leon.
What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. Just out here on tour with Barris, you know, my favorite singer-songwriter and my producer, so it's been fun. Been a lot of different cities. Glad I can come back to Toronto. I love it here.
Caribbean vibration. Caribbean vibration.
You know, there's times when I get to be in the moment of greatness, and you feel great when you're in the moment of greatness. Can you introduce to people who you are?
The name is Barry Simon, and I'm sorry if you didn't know my name. That's who I am.
I knew what your name was.
Yeah.
You know, you gave a splendid performance, and you can feel your energy. Where does that energy? Where did that energy come from?
It's a family treat. Because as soon as I get on stage, all I see is family. So it feels so easy to do it, you know? Because everyone looks like family of mine. So I just interact with them as if I would have done with my family at home.
So, what? Redemption Reggae Music Festival was an amazing event. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. This was the first event, and I hope it's not going to be the last. Something tells me that next year is going to be even bigger and better, and we're just going to have to keep it locked to find out. So, follow us on Twitter, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the extra scenes footage, and stay lovely. I had an amazing time. Caribbean Vibrations TV.